東京都高度育成高等学校。日本政府が作り上げた未来を支えていく若者の育成を目的とした学校だ。就職率、進学率 100% を謳い、国主導の徹底した指導により、希望する未来に全力で応えるという。
So, I'm Kiyotaka Ayanokoji. I can't wait to study with you. I'm not really good at anything in particular. I'll do my best to get along with you all. I blew it.
I never expected someone with a mind like yours to be in Class D. I don't understand it.
Like just some guy following orders.
Listen up! I really like this game. Do you like me?
How long are you going to be utterly useless?
What do you mean by that?
What do you think? Just call me as I see it, and you're useless. Trust me, this is the perfect chance for you to acquire a weapon.
Weapon?
And soon you'll be that weapon. Use him in the same way I use you.
Guys, it's just a step forward.
You're an angel. Krishna, you must have been sent from heaven to help us pass.
Ayanokoji, be honest. What exactly did you do?
Whatever. Your turn. Something wrong? What do you think the average Christian is? Huh? I don't know, like 60? 60, huh? That should be enough. This is the best I got. What was it? 60.6. Oh, wow, you're a lot stronger than you look, Ayanokoji. And now, time has come. I will reveal the results of the special examination. Coming in last, Class C, with 0 points.
What?
In first place, Class A with 120 points. In second, Class B, 140 points. Finally, in first place, Class D with 225 points.
What's your name doing on it?
Just before the test ended, I had Class D's leader changed. You can't just change leaders, unless you've got a really good reason. Which obviously means if you do have a really good reason, you are allowed to switch. Our leader's health was failing. That's as good a reason as any. Because of that, when Ryuen and Katsuragi named you Class D's leader, they were wrong. It was me.
Wait, you conceived of this whole plan by yourself, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. I knew Ibuki was a spy, so I destroyed her digital camera. That meant she would have to steal the keycard itself, which would be much harder than taking a picture of it. Then I waited until your condition had sufficiently deteriorated. I promised to give you Sakura's email address, but you've got to do something for me. I got you to show me your card while Ibuki was watching. Staged a distraction. Got you to go to the waterfall. And thus, Ibuki was lured into stealing your keycard. Then I started the fire to throw the camp into chaos, giving Ibuki the opening she needed to escape. I knew their plan had always been for her to sneak away from the camp and show Ryuen the card.
Then you convinced me that I should drop out, and made yourself the leader.
Yeah, but that came later. At first I planned to amass points by occupying all the spots. But then I saw Katsuragi leaving one of the spots with Class A's keycard in his hand.
So that means Class A's leader was Katsuragi?
No. Katsuragi is a cautious person. He would never do anything that careless. He wouldn't even occupy a spot when someone might be around to see him. It was just a performance to hide the truth. That someone else had occupied the spot without checking it in with him first. That's how I was able to infer that Class A's leader was in fact Yahiko, who was with Katsuragi at the time I saw him. And as for Class C, I was well aware that Ryuen had never actually left the island. When we went to pay Ryuen a visit, he had a two-way radio on the table next to him. Ibuki was in possession of one just like it. If Ryuen was indeed still in contact with Ibuki that way, it meant he still had to be on the island. After that, I was certain that Ryuen was Class C's leader. That's what made me change my tactics. I switched from a spot occupation strategy to a leader identification strategy and used you as a pawn. But I left Class B alone. I determined eroding our friendly alliance with them would be detrimental to us in the long run. And to be honest, there was already a spy in Class B, so I knew that their leader would be revealed even without any action on my part.
I will have order!
nice, ice, got light. Try to be right with white, what you Mariah, like twice. Why you know what they know? Bitches they come, they go. Saturday through Sunday, Monday through Sunday, yo. Maybe.
Don't worry about me. My life is so filled with regrets that one more won't hurt.
Did you know that in Classroom of the Elite, Ayanokoji was considered to be the most effective student in Class D? Because while other students have flaws, his flaw is that he hides his extraordinary abilities. Which Chubashira-sensei was able to deduce from his admission test scores. He got all 50s across the board. Of course, she'd be suspicious. For Ayanokoji, however, it was simply a matter of maintaining a persona, an inconspicuous, unobtrusive student with average grades. And that's because people are easier to manipulate when they underestimate you. At his core, Ayanokoji is a politician who possesses a perceptive ability to read the emotions of people around him with pinpoint accuracy, to either help or destroy them.
Last month, the man set himself up for something. Naturally, his goal is a tragedy, as you can imagine, his fate was quite distraught. And all of it could have been avoided if he hadn't insisted on defying my brother's plan rover. I wasn't expecting the shocking indifference to the news. You didn't seriously think I'd feel guilty over something like that. Not that night. I really just wondered if you still love me so that you see me. Would you look at me a reason? That I said I did. That I felt cause you never told me. Looking wide, hang up. I swear nothing fit up. You said that I'm possession of.
How smart truly is the White One's masterpiece, Kiyotaka Ayanokoji. Starting off with one of his many feats from the light novel where he outperformed a government-funded computer in a chess match. Keep in mind, high-level chess computers can play themselves 20 million times in a single second. We know IQ and chess are directly correlated along with cognitive speed, meaning that Ayanokoji outsmarted something that could think 20 million different times in a single second, and this could possibly put his IQ in the range of thousands. We know that the White Room believes with Ayanokoji's intelligence they could take over Japan and then in turn take over the world. Ayanokoji is a master of human psychology. He can read people like books, detecting the slightest change in facial expression and people's emotions. Ayanokoji knows all possibilities and plans for them. His strategies are said to be absolutely flawless as well. His knowledge and ingenuity is said to be completely immeasurable, even to the point where the white ruler can't fully analyze his abilities. We also know that he's completely immune to emotional manipulation and psychological attacks. He's described to be extremely intricate and virtually unpredictable. He will purposely feed you information to lead you in a completely wrong direction, all while you're dancing in the palm of his hands. He mastered college-level math at the age of 10 years old. Ayanokoji was so much stronger and smarter than everyone inside the White Room that other people started to worship him as an unreachable god. We know Ayanokoji is massively smarter than people like Yagami, who memorized detailed information on 150 different students after hearing it a single time. Then he later went on to get Yagami expelled and basically said it was a trivial matter. This isn't even only what Ayanokoji has shown either. I might make a part 2, but in conclusion, Ayanokoji negs like Yagami and Johan. Cope, I guess.
Like today, if anything happens, I'll be there to save you, no matter what. You better okay. This will do. Go on. Show me exactly what you're feeling right now. Is it joy or anger? Maybe even annoyance? I want to see all the emotions you're experiencing. I don't have any idea what you're talking about. Foil a mundane task like this. Make me feel like chopping all muscles in
Ayanokoji Kiyotaka would seem like a normal boy. But the truth is that this boy with simple interlocutions can understand people's moods. And if you trust him, you will almost certainly become his pawn. The perfect human, trained from an early age, in a structure called the White Room, where he is the masterpiece.
A クラスに上がるための目指す点数。俺の戦績がすげ
Did you know that in Classroom of the Elite, by the time Ayanokoji was 9 years old, he was the only one remaining in the White Room from his generation who had surpassed every physical and academic standard? So to continue him on his upward trajectory, the White Room management had to outsource their materials. And so one day Ayanokoji is tested to defeat a group of professional fighters. Upon seeing Ayanokoji, they laugh at him, and out of pity, they even give him the chance to fight with weapons. He initially declines until instructed otherwise, so he chooses the baton with the allowance that he can go all out with the intention to kill. A few minutes later, all of them are half dead and unconscious. When the instructors asked Ayanokoji why he took it so far, he simply said, "I was ordered to try and kill if I can." During the fight, Ayanokoji was calm, relaxed, and his heart rate was normal. That's right, he felt absolutely nothing.
What have you done? I've never considered it in my life. Not even for a second. Not you. Kushina. Not Hidata. People are nothing but tools to me. All of them. I don't care what I have to do to help them. I don't care what I have to sacrifice. In this world, winning is everything. And in the end, I'm going to win. That's all that matters.